What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Greetings, fourth graders, and welcome back. For math lesson 11, you're going to need your math workbook and a pencil. If you don't have those with you, go grab them. Got them? Okay, here we go. We're working on two different pages today, but we're not going to do all of both pages. Let me explain. We're going to work through both pages 19 and 20 today, but we're not going to do all of the work on there. We're kind of in a time crunch this year. We can't cover all the stuff we normally would cover, and so we have to kind of decide which is the most important stuff and which is the stuff we can pick up on later. So one of the things that we can pick up on later is estimation. Estimation is not just a random guess. Estimation is an educated guess. It's a guess that's going to be pretty close. So, for instance, it says, the best-selling fruits at Joy's Fruit Shack are peaches and bananas. During 1 month, Joy sold 397 peaches and 412 bananas. And then the first question says, about how many peaches and bananas did she sell in all? When they say about, that means they want you to kind of give me a general idea. So the idea of estimation is you can look at this number and say, what big number is that kind of close to? It's about 400, right? And then what big number is this about close to? About 400. So they're hoping that you do around 800 in here, because 400 and 400 would be 800. Now, but for today's lesson, we are not going to spend our time doing the estimate part of this. We can talk about that when you guys come on back in. I just want us to have the practice of doing the adding and seeing some of these story problems. So for this one, you can put 800 if you want to, but I want to know exactly how many peaches. So that means you'll take the 397 and add the 412. And then add them up, and then give me the answer. Then down here, take your pencil and do this. It says estimate, then adjust your estimate to follow or to find the exact answer. I want you to get rid of this first part all the way up to 2. So now the directions are find the exact answer. We did this yesterday's math lesson. We took word sentences that were sideways, and we stacked them back up. We did it in our journal because we didn't have enough room, but I think there's enough room on this page to do just these 4 problems, even if you have to put some of the questions over here. So this one's small enough. I can just take the 28 and put it underneath there, or I could then rewrite the whole problem over here, 153 plus 98, and get my answers that way. So I think there's enough room to do these 4 problems. So we'll do those 4 problems, and then we get this word problem down here. I'll read it for you. It says, Thomas has $100. He wants to buy a $38 camera. He also wants to buy a $49 CD player and 2 CDs that are on sale, 2 for $8. How can Thomas, this is Tomas, it's got a little ausente. How can Tomas figure out whether he has enough money for all 4 items? Does he have enough? So I'm more worried about this last part. Does he have enough? And what you're going to do is not write yes or no, but what you're going to do is actually find out if he's got enough money. He's got 100, and he wants to spend this much, and this much, and this much. So add, and then tell me whether he can make it or not. On the next page, you'll see 2 of these. Again, it wants us to use estimation, but again, we're going to skip that part. So I don't care about how many cans the students collected. I just want to know how many cans the students collected. I'll read the question for you. Students at Washington Middle School collected 1,598 cans during the first month of their aluminum drive. During the second month of the drive, they collected 2,006 cans. Exactly how many cans did the students collect in all? So you're adding them up, those 2 big numbers. Now down here, it's a little bit different. It says look for easy combinations. You can sometimes find number combinations that make it possible to add numbers mentally. This means without having to put pieces of paper and pencil down. So first it says add 243, 274, 252, and 231 vertically. Vertically means up and down. So that means I've got plenty of room over here to show my work. I'm just going to stack these up. 2, 4, 3. 2, 7, 4. 2, 5, 2. 2, 3, 1. So, like we've seen in the daily math packet, sometimes when you have a long list of numbers, you can just start at the top, work your way to the bottom, or work at the bottom from the top. It doesn't matter. But sometimes people will just glance at these. I'm adding a 3, a 4, a 2, and a 1, and be able to find some patterns or some numbers that would easily be able to add together. So some people look at this and say, well, I know that 2 and 3 makes 5. And I know that 4 and 1 make 5. So this whole row is going to be 5 plus 5, which is 10. So 1 up top and a 0 down below. Now they're looking at this pile. Are there any numbers in here that if I add them together make easy things? Like we're trying to get to 10, right? So it looks like I've got a 5 here. And then, oh, a 4 and a 1. That makes 5. So the 4 and the 1 and this 5 all together will make 10. And 7 and 3 also make 10. So 10 and 10 is going to be 20. And now I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So when they say look for easy combinations, what they're saying is it might be something you can do if you just glance at the numbers and see, oh, those make 5 or those makes 10. So down below, don't worry about this. We just talked about that. I just told you about it. But down below, 12 through 16. Find the total, add mentally if you can. In other words, if you want to look at this and see if you can find out what the answer is going to be without using your pencil, well, you have to use your pencil to put the answer down. But other than that, it should be good. So I'm totally okay if you add them up like we normally are with standard algorithm. But if you want to give it a shot to try it mentally, go for it. All right. So we're going to need 2 pictures for this one because you're working on both pages 19 and 20. So snap a good picture of both 19 and 20, upload it to Seesaw, and good luck.